Hello there, everybody. Vlash Notion here, back for another reaction to My Hero Academia. Oh my god, that was bad timing on my part to start this right as everybody is going past revving their engines. You guys probably can't even hear it. Right, so episode 19, follow up right after episode 18. Deku has gone full vigilante. The secret of One for All is starting to spread. Endeavor, has an all-time low public opinion of him, I guess. No word yet on what the villains are planning next. We have that purple-haired lady to meet up with, I'm guessing, in this one, probably. I can't see us going much longer without meeting up with her, so it's got to be this one. I'm hoping for some flashbacks to, when exactly Deku decided to leave and what all that entailed, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Let's just get into it for this episode 19. We switch over, and then we get started. We start in 3, 2, 1, and play. Alrighty, so once again, we have something that I knew about, but like only vaguely. I'd heard that Deku would eventually get a rematch against Muscular, and it would just be an utter curb stomp. I didn't know that it would be this episode. And I did not realize how fucking epic it would be. Jesus. Not only is Deku just a total fucking badass right now, in kind of the worst way possible, actually. Like, I'm gonna have to explain that in a minute, but just like, right now he's being a total fucking badass, and I didn't realize it would literally be just one punch. Like, that's pretty great. But yeah, I think what I like most about this is that it reinforces how much gaining a quirk... Well, okay. Like the, what was it, 6th user? Right? That was what it was, the 6th user. Like that guy said, the quirks aren't finishing moves, The way that, like, when Deku first got One for All, he only utilized it in the sense of a finishing move. It was a big, finishing smash to take out his opponents. And it wasn't until Full Cowling in Season 2 that he started thinking of it differently. And currently, it sounds like he's kind of thinking of the other quirks more or less in the same manner. He's starting to get away from that. He's starting to just utilize them normally. But he's still not thinking of them as just other aspects of himself at this point. There's still other quirks that he's just borrowing. But like, yeah, the quirks themselves are just tools. They're things that he has available to him to utilize. They're just pieces of him now. But even before gaining the quirk, Deku, his real, I don't want to say power, but his real strength and ability was his mind, his ability to analyze quirks and situations and figure out how everything was working and whatnot. And yeah, I don't think we've ever seen a better example of that than against Muscular here, where Deku, it was simultaneously analyzing the guy's quirk and how it functions, and at the same time, like, attempting to figure out Muscular's mindset and attempting to, like, get him to just stand down and surrender. And yeah, that's pretty great. So going back to, like, the first fight against Muscular, Deku was able to win by using like the finger flick smash to, like, overwhelm Muscular's muscle fibers and cause them to split apart and peel backwards, and then he was able to actually punch through. And this time, he didn't need to do the finger flick because the other guy there, Grand, I'm pronouncing that weird on purpose, the Miss Joke student was able to overwhelm Muscular's quirk a little bit first, giving Deku an opportunity to just straight punch. And this time, because he was analyzing it and thinking logically instead of emotionally, Deku didn't need to use a full power smash. So, like, yeah, that's all really, really cool. I don't really like Muscular as a character, but I do like his mindset, so to speak. Like, he's a complete unrepentant sadist. All he wants to do is hurt other people, and that because that's what he finds joy in. And he has no regrets, no, like, hatred towards Midoriya for stopping him, because Midoriya was stronger than him and more, well, or smarter or whatever, just more capable. But, you know, given the opportunity to go on a rampage again, he just does. Yeah, it's very interesting because a lot of other villains that Midoriya has fought, they really do have hatred inside of them, and they have this desire to hurt for a reason, not just because, you know, they're sadists, but they have other things going on. Muscular doesn't have that, and that makes him different. That makes him interesting in that sense. So yeah, cool to see Muscular brought back. Cool to have all of that happen. And again, Midoriya just being a total freaking badass here. But there's the caveat to that. It's not good for him to be doing it alone like this. It's not good for him to be so far removed from being part of a group, part of a team. Like, he is shutting himself down and shutting himself off from all the people who care about him and love him, and like even All Might. If Deku had his way, All Might would not be there. Like, Deku doesn't want anybody around him right now, so, like, that's not really good. It's not really a good way to be thinking about things, and I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't think it's a good thing for Deku to be pushing himself in this manner. Like, it might be necessary. I just don't think it's a good thing. I think it would be far better for him to go back to UA High and share this secret like he did. But, well, not like he did, but, like, it is a good idea to tell the others what's going on. But Deku would be better off going back there and training with them and helping everybody get stronger to take on this threat as one. So there is that. Honestly, I think the most interesting thing about this episode... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold that thought. Before I get to that, the Vestiges have gotten so much stronger because now Deku can talk to them while he's awake. That is so cool. If they're just able to whisper in his ear, like, suggestions on how to use the quirk. I mean, that can get annoying. That can probably get annoying. But, like, it's still very, very cool, you know? It's like having multiple of, you know, the guy in the chair. Now you can have multiple of them just giving advice on different subjects, you know? That's pretty cool, I think. So yeah, that thought aside, let's go back to the coolest thing about this episode is that Deku was using the compression gauntlets, because those are from the first movie. Those are the things that Melissa Shields made for him. Well, she made it for All Might, gave it to Deku. It was very awesome. Totally, you know, ship-worthy. I'll be honest, Uraraka's grown on me so much, but I still like Melissa the best. Which is weird, because I'm usually not into blondes. But I just think she's the coolest one so far. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. So now Deku has one for each arm. Not, presumably not as strong of a version, though. But, you know, I mean, because mass-produced versions are never going to be as strong, but yeah, it's cool. She was able to get those to him. I'm guessing Deku has, like, a similar thing on his legs as well. So the cool part about that, I mean, aside from the detail about how, oh yeah, they shut down, like, trade a bit, not sure that's a good thing. Like, I don't know why the government did that, aside from, like, making it harder for villains to get out of the country. But, like, the cool thing about it is that it basically confirms that the movies are canon. Alright? That... Number one, I really want to get to this... I really am looking forward to, after this season is over, going to the manga and reading this section to see if they included this or not. Because if they didn't, that really does mean they're just including it for the sake of confirming the movies as canon. But if they did include it, then that's cool for a different reason, because it means that they might have like backported it from the manga to the movie. Depending on timeline, I don't know. Either way, though, the other reason why that's cool is because it gives me a little bit of hope for another idea that I have had for where this series could go and how it could end. That has to do with the second movie. Because if the first movie is canon, then it is also possible for the second movie to be canon. And if the second movie is canon, Deku could do some really cool shit later on. I'm just going to leave it at that. But besides that, what else happened in this? Not too much. I mean, we got confirmation that that's Gran Torino's scarf, that Gran Torino gave it to Deku. That's pretty cool. I like that. We did find out that Deku isn't quite a full vigilante. He's working with the pros, but it's still a little bit, like, outside the law at this point, I think. Ingo knows. She got told about the quirk now, so that's great. I'm glad that we finally did that. Should have been done like a while ago. Mine's racing a little bit, and I made the mistake of not going to the bathroom before recording again. But this time I didn't get up and do it when I should have. So I think I'm gonna have to cut this one short because I can't concentrate right now. I also don't think there's too much else to talk about because like it's all pretty much. It was pretty much just filling in the gaps from last episode and showing us what to expect moving forward of, yeah, Deku just being a total fucking badass. So yeah, good episode, fun episode. Yeah, look forward to seeing more, but I think I'm actually gonna end up, watching some Konosuba before the next episode comes out, so look forward to that. So yeah, till next time, bye-bye.